All right. All right, so in your opinion, Mr. Nettles, does Mr. Johnson have a rational, factual, as well as irrational understanding of the charge?
He does, Your Honor.
He has been able to assist you in his defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Judge, but before, the state would amend the information by waiving the 0.15 enhancement and proceeding on a DWI first.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, that is part of the agreement and the court approves it. All right. What is the
The
agreement?
agreement is an $800 fine with court costs. $400 of that fine, we agreed to probate, excuse me. 180 days in the Bexar County Jail. Probated over 10 months of probation. 45 hours of community service. DWI intervention. Victim impact panel. TAP evaluation. Addition interlock for half the term. And $60 reimbursement to Texas DPS.
Mr. Nettles, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, that is the agreement.
All right, so Mr. Johnson, to the offense of driving while intoxicated as a first offense, as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
I will accept your plea. I'm sentencing you to 180 days Bexar County Jail. However, that is probated for 10 months. Assess an $800 fine plus court costs. However, $400 of that fine is probated. You are to complete 45 hours community service, the DWI intervention course, the victim impact panel, the TAP evaluation, and install on your vehicle ignition interlock for 1/2 your term of probation, and pay a $60 restitution fee to DPS. Is there anything further from defense?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from the state?
Yes, Judge, I do think that there was a small error that I made. I apologize. These cases are starting to look exactly the same with each other. The state did agree to waive the entire fine or probate the entire fine. If that's okay with the court, I do apologize for that mistake. So an $800 fine, probating the entire fine while he is on probation.
Okay, that's approved. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I apologize.
Thank you. Nope, everybody's working very fast, so it's easy to have some mistakes now and then. Okay, so, all right, so anything further from defense?
No, nothing further, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Johnson, I have followed your agreement. That means you do not have a right to appeal. I want to wish you the best of luck, sir, and I know that you did fill out a personal data sheet. Do you swear that everything you put on there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
To the best of my knowledge, yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir. At this time, I'm going to also offer you, I'm going to offer you 20 hours community service credit if you are or become fully vaccinated for COVID. This is purely optional. You do not have to do that, but it will help you reduce your community service hours. If all you have to do is show proof to the probation department of your COVID vaccination, and you will get that credit. Okay, so that means over the next 10 months, you'll have time to decide that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All
And
right.
I apologize, Your Honor. I meant to ask, would Mr. Johnson be able to get permission to buy out those community service hours that are remaining?
Yes. So that leaves 25 hours that he can buy at $7.25 an hour. And I would request that the proceeds go to the San Antonio Food Bank.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right.
Your Honor, I have a quick question, and I'm sorry, Cole. I didn't
That's
discuss
all
it,
right.
with you, but I relinquished. I gave up my driver's license, so I'm no longer driving. Is there any way to do probation via Zoom or have it transferred to Comal County?
Oh, we could have you report by Zoom.
Okay, and that's perfectly fine, Your Honor.
All right, good. Because you live in Comal County, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay. All right. All right, so is there anything further from defense?
No, nothing further, Your Honor.
Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, so Mr. Johnston, I wish you the best of luck, sir. I do need to ask you to join a breakout room with the state, with the court liaison officer. He's going to give you important information on how to proceed and what to expect, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And the probation department is there to help you. Don't, ever hesitate to ask questions. When we're getting better, we're starting to feel more normal. But sometimes if you call your probation department and you can't get through, the mailbox is full, whatever, I would suggest you follow with a text message or an email, okay? Just to make sure that you're covered, okay?
Absolutely. Yes, ma'am.
All right, at this time, we're going to adjourn this hearing, and I'm going to ask you to go to that breakout room. You'll see that prompt on your screen, and you may leave from there. You don't have to come back into court, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you, sir.
Thank
This
you.
hearing is adjourned. Thank you.
And can I please get an invitation to that breakout room as well?
Oh, yes, thank you. Ms. Tran, will you include Mr. Nettles, please?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right, so at this time, Mr. Martinez, you had a chance to confer?
Yes, Judge. Well, I conferred with Mr. Duenas, my client.
Okay,
I went over
Do we-
paperwork with him. We should be close to getting ready to go, Judge.
all right, well, let me check and see where this is, see if there's anything I need to do to make it more efficient. Waiting for me. You need something signed? I did finish these two. Those are real important.
Very important. Good job. Jack and Chan, you know.
Thank you. Okay. Are you waiting to see me? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, you come on up. Oh, I forgot to sign these. That's what happens when you get used to Zoom, right? I think that's it. Thank you.
And
Okay.
your Honor, I think Mr. Acosta with Defense Attorney Rene Munoz is ready to proceed for a plea.
Okay, I'm in my Adobe sign and that's, what's the cause number on that?
The cause number is 623753.
623753. Okay. For some reason that did not work. No, 623753. Did I get that right?
Yes, 623753, right. And you
It's
signed
not
it March 9th.
March 9th, so it should be under,
Completed.
right?
Yes.
Okay. There are 62, I don't see it.
Would you like me to email it to you?
Maybe that would be faster.
I guess I'll send it to your bear.org.
All right, thanks. Yeah, because I'm not pulling it up. I just found it. I don't know how that happened, but oh, no, I don't want to add notes. Thank you very much. All right, so Mr. Jesse Acosta, will you please unmute yourself and turn on your video? Will you please raise your right hand? Sir, if you're chewing gum, will you please take that out and while we do this plea? Thank you, sir. All right, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
No, I do.
Thank you, sir. You may lower your hand. This is cause number 623753, the state of Texas versus Jesse Acosta. Counselors, please make your announcement.
Jeff King on behalf of the state.
Rene Munoz on behalf of Mr. Jesse Acosta.
So are you Jesse Acosta?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 or higher. However, that is not a Class B misdemeanor, is it? So I need to fix the waiver, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. Should be at a second one there with 0 to a $4,000 fine and 0 days to 1 year in jail. That was my fault, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so I made the change on my copy. So for the record, you are charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, first with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 or more as a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment for that, as you see on the screen, is up to 1 year in Bexar County Jail and or a fine up to $4,000. You understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, we're going to go to page, now this document you recognize is one you reviewed with your attorney. Is that right, Mr. Acosta?
Um,
You
I don't think I-
recognize it?
We went over it in March. Jesse, we went over it in March.
Right,
Okay.
okay. So this defendant's signature, did you sign that, sir?
Yeah.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you're waiving your right to a jury trial? You're waiving your right to remain silent, as well as other rights listed in that document. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, but then later tonight or tomorrow you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission to do that, and I don't have to give that permission. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, you can take back your plea, and nothing that you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. All right, and so, Mr. Munoz, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Acosta?
I have, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
In my opinion, he does.
Has he been able to assist you in his defense?
He has.
I will approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. We have agreed to 5 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, a $0 fine plus court cost, time and money to run concurrent, and we'd respectfully request that this be considered a judgment satisfied.
Mr. Munoz, is that your understanding of the agreement?
That's the agreement, Your Honor. Correct.
Okay, so Mr. Acosta, to the offense of driving while intoxicated with a BAC 0.15 or higher as a Class A misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty?
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I will accept your plea. I'm going to sentence you to 5 days, Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for the time you've already served. The fine is $0 plus court costs. The time and money will run concurrent, and the court finds your judgment is satisfied. So is there anything further from defense?
No, Judge, nothing further from the defense counsel.
All right, anything further from the state?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Acosta, have followed your agreement, sir. That means you do not have a right to appeal. I want to wish you the best of luck, sir. And you take care of yourself. This hearing is adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused from today's hearing?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for your patience, Mr. Munoz.
Of course, Judge. Thank you for the setting. I appreciate it. It's good to see you.
Take care. Mr. Acosta, you're free to leave, sir. Thank you.
Have a good day, ma'am.
You too.
Excuse me, Judge. I believe Miguel Alvarado is here from this morning.
Okay.
Joseph Stanson's client.
Okay.
Page
Yes.
4.
All right. So, Mr. Alvarado, thank you, sir, for coming in. I'm very happy to see you because that means I do not have to give you an arrest warrant. It's very important if you have a court setting. Sir, will you please unmute yourself and turn on your video?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Alvarado? Thank you, sir. Okay, sir, thank you very much. I just want everyone to understand that when you have a court setting, you need to show up because I do not want to issue a warrant for your arrest, okay?
Sorry about that.
And- Well, I know it wasn't deliberate, but it's just very helpful to me when your lawyer can call you and say you need to show up so the judge can mark you present, okay? I
Okay.
do appreciate it. You have a wonderful afternoon, sir. You take care. Now, your matter is reset to May 26th. You might want to write that down, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, stay in touch with your lawyer. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Mr. Martinez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you all ready to do a plea?
Judge, if you're ready, we're ready.
Okay, let me just do something real fast here that I do not want to forget. Let's see. Okay. I just want to be sure. This is a jail one, and I want to be sure and sign it now so it can get processed. All right. Let me pull that up. That's on Mr. Dillon. Let's see. All right, so I'm a little bit, what's the cause number on Mr. Dueñas?
622144.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Dueñas. So unmute yourself and turn on your video again. Okay. All right, so will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You may lower your hand. This is cause number 622144, the state of Texas versus Dylan Dueñas. Counselors, please make your announcement.
And it's not just for the state.
Luis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Dueñas.
So are you Dylan Dueñas? Are you Dylan Dueñas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've been charged with the offense of obstruction of a highway. Counselors, is that an amendment?
Yes, Your Honor, it's just, the state would move to amend and waive count 1 and just proceed solely on count number 2, obstruction.
Any objection?
None, Judge.
That's agreed and it's approved. So you are charged with the offense of obstruction of a highway as a Class B misdemeanor. The range of punishment for that is up to 180 days in Bear County Jail and or a fine up to $2,000. You understand that, Mr. Dueñas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You reviewed this defendant's waiver of constitutional rights with your attorney, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So on page 2 where it says defendant's signature, did you sign that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that by signing that, you are waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as those other rights listed in that document.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have an agreement with the state and I follow it. But later on, you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission for that. But I do not have to give that permission. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea and nothing you've said or signed for today can be used against you. Also, Mr. Martinez, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Dueñas?
Yes, Judge, I have.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
Yes, Your Honor, he does.
Has he been able to assist you in his defense?
Yes, Judge, he has.
I will approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, and the agreement on the obstruction paperwork needs to be changed. Just a basic error, but I'll give you the agreement that we have come to an understanding on. That is a $500 fine with court costs. The state has agreed to fully probate that fine.
Okay.
6 months deferred adjudication.
How many
DW education course,
Okay, how many months deferred?
6 months, Your Honor.
All right.
The
Okay.
DWI education course, the DOEP course, TAP evaluation, $60 reimbursement to Texas DPS.
Okay. All right, so I have that it's a $500 fine plus court cost. $500 of that fine is probated. It's deferred adjudication for 6 months, DWI education course, the DOEP course, the TAP evaluation, and $60 restitution to DPS. Is that correct?
Judge, that's our understanding.
Understanding.
All right. So, Mr. Dueñas, to the offense of obstruction of a highway as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir?
He's muted.
Oh, you got muted, sir. Okay.
Oh. There we go. Sorry, Your Honor. Guilty.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea. I am not making any findings of guilt. I will place you on deferred adjudication for a period of 6 months. You are to pay $500 fine plus court costs. However, $500 of that fine is probated. You are to complete the DWI education course, the DOEP course, the TAP evaluation, and $60 restitution payable to DPS. Is there no community service on this?
That's correct, Judge. That was our agreement.
All right, and no, okay. All right, so, Mr. Dueñas, I have followed your agreement. So that means you do not have a right to appeal. Was there anything further from defense before I proceed? Anything further from defense?
Judge, there's nothing. I can see Mr. Richardson trying to say something. I don't know if he's trying to jump in, but
Okay. Mr.
Your Honor, I was just trying to figure out how to spell his last name.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So I have followed your agreement, sir. That means you do not have a right to appeal. You did fill out a, well, let me just explain about deferred adjudication. It is a really special outcome for you. If you keep all your promises, you will not have a conviction. That's really important. It's really a second chance. So the important part about all this is that we want you to learn some lessons, some life lessons that we all need to learn, right, at some point in our lives, so that you will not be back here on the same thing in the future. You come back maybe as a juror or something, a lot more positive. So I do need for you to understand that the court expects you to comply 100% with all the terms and conditions of your probation. Because if the state files a motion and I find sufficient reason to follow it, then I can give you that conviction, revoke your community service, assess up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. So it would not be a good place for you to find yourself. Okay. You appear young to me, and I hope that you have a very good, positive, successful life ahead of you. So I do want to ask you also, do you swear that everything you put on your personal data sheet is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So I have followed your agreement. You have no right to appeal, but at this point in time, I believe that we can adjourn this hearing. You're going to be going to a breakout room and meet with Mr. Corey Richardson, our court liaison officer. He's going to give you important information on how to proceed and what to expect, okay? But be mindful that probation is there to help you. If you run into any problems, communicate with them. Communication is the most important thing about all of this, okay? And they will work with you. They will try to help you. All right.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Best of luck to you, sir. At this time, I believe there's nothing further. We're going to adjourn. And when you see on your screen a little prompt that says join breakout room, whatever that is, click on that and you'll find yourself in another room. You can talk to Mr. Richardson there, and then from there you can leave. Okay?
Okay, yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. All right. This hearing is adjourned. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Thank you, Mr. Martinez. You have a great afternoon. Take care.
Karina, thank you for getting that together so quickly.
Yes, sir, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to sign things, and then I had an appointment at 3, but that's life. It just sometimes doesn't work out.